68 BMW R50/2 with a sidecar. Taking it out for a quick little spin. Trying the GoPro in motion with the sidecar. Got a booger here I need to get repainted. I bought it that way. Last guy did that. This is a 68 bike, and everyone asks me how old the sidecar is, and I don't really know. All I know is it's 80s vintage. They actually still make these. Steib in Germany, you can still buy a brand new one of these. Of course, they don't give them away like anything else. So cold start. Fuel on. Tickler for about 3 to 5 seconds. On. Neutral. First start. First kick. Okay, let's go for a ride. Sorry for the shaky video. The GoPro is mounted on the fender, on the inside of the fender of the sidecar, and it's rather tinny and it shakes around a little bit worse once we get going, but yeah, so this is a little hard to watch. I apologize for that, but let's go for a ride in the sidecar. Back and forth a little bit between the helmet camera and the sidecar's camera. Take a little break from all that shaking around. As I mentioned, the Steib sidecar still being manufactured in Germany, still available. They come unpainted, no windshield, no interior, so you'll still, after paying a fair amount of money for it to start with, will have several, I'm guessing probably close to $2,000 more into it after, I think, somewhere around $6,500, $7,000, something like that, plus shipping. So when I found this one up for sale locally where I live, I jumped on it because they just don't come up for sale very often. Cornering with the sidecar is very interesting. It's not like riding a motorcycle. It is kind of muscle. You just muscle it around the corner. If you turn too hard to the right, the wheel of the sidecar will tend to come up in the air, especially when the sidecar is empty. If you turn too hard to the left, the rear wheel of the motorcycle tends to lift up. I've not had that happen yet. but I have had the sidecar wheel come up. You know, I'm being careful not to let it come up too high, but I've turned really hard to the left, and I've never been close to having the rear wheel of the motorcycle come up yet. But with somebody in the car, which I've only done a couple times, it's fairly well planted to the ground, and it is hard to get the wheel up. So it's just muscling around those corners. You don't lean. It's a completely different experience from riding a motorcycle. It's a lot of fun, but it's different. If I only had one motorcycle, it probably would not be a sidecar. I have couple other motorcycles. Actually, one of them's in pieces right now, but the fact that I have a motorcycle that I can do normal motorcycle riding with, that makes this thing even more fun, because it's just such a different animal. And gets a lot of attention. It's unique. It's a lot of fun. You may have noticed earlier in the video, the turn signals on this motorcycle are up on the handlebars, and the right turn signal was going. Forgot to turn it off. My newer motorcycle, of course, turns off by itself, and it's on the left grip. This turn signal switches on the right grip, and of course in 1968 they had no fancy automatic signal, turn signals turning off. That feature didn't exist, so only the second time out with the bike this spring, and forgot to turn my turn signals off, so you might have noticed that. It's been said that motorcycles with sidecars attract chicks, kids, and dogs. And oddly, that seems to be true. The chicks and the kids, maybe I can understand, but dogs? But it seems the low movement of something down by their eye level, maybe a little bigger than they're normally used to as far as profile, cross-section. I don't know what it is, but dogs just stop and stare and look, watch it go by. Sometimes they'll bark and kind of act like they want to come at me, but they usually don't. And you know, maybe because they want to go for a ride. I know a lot of people will buy sidecars or have sidecars, and they'll put their dogs in them, and they'll put goggles on them and go cruising around with their dogs. So yeah, there seems to be something to it. Alright, well, thanks for watching, coming up home here, and thanks for going for a ride in the sidecar. Steib TR500 sidecar mounted to a 68 R50/2.